fogness and brain fatigue. And the second is, how do I heal my brain after narcissistic abuse? Thank you.
As always, examine your belief systems as to why you would hold on to the experience, what you get out of it. Take the time to go within in a quiet, perhaps meditative state, to examine and explore with great honesty within yourself why you would keep holding on to the effects of a narcissistic experience of abuse. Because you must be getting something out of it, either again in a belief that you are not worthy to go forward beyond it, or that you fear something worse will happen if you try to go beyond it. So take the time and relax and refresh, maybe even immerse yourself to some degree in water that's comfortable for you, and just float with the idea of why you might be holding on to, what reason you would create within yourself to hold on to an experience that you do not prefer. Because the only reason you would hold on to it is because you're choosing to, because you think somehow you're getting something out of it. So learn the lessons within and let it go.
Oh, hello. Thank
Good
you.
day. Good day, good day.
Very excited to be here to co-create this with you.
As are we.
Thank you. My deep appreciation and love for all that you have given. Thank you so much. I would like to ask a question in regards to the children and on your world, how you approach teaching them the birds and the bees, if you will, and how you might suggest on our world and our society the best way to do that, to teach them these things.
Well, first of all, remember that in our society, we are wholly telepathic. Mm-hmm. So there are things that are simply innate because of the environment that the global telepathic link has created and allows our children to simply absorb information synchronistically at their own pace, at their own rate, when it is appropriate for them. So that happens almost automatically in terms of the downloading of certain things, certain forms of knowledge that they may require to understand the society they have chosen to be born into. On your planet, however, obviously there are various ways of communicating a variety of things. Now, it always starts with what we have already suggested in terms of the primary important steps that children require on your planet in order to be appropriately educated as to how to function in your earthly society to great advantage. Mm-hmm. And again, it starts with the idea of the parents or teachers, the adults, being creative and imaginative enough to create a safe space, be it a simulation or some sort of setup that allows children from a young age to understand the consequences of their actions. This then allows them to learn the idea of equality and respect, and the idea that every action has a equal and opposite reaction in some way, shape, or form, and to learn to make constructive and positive choices so that they may create positive and constructive consequences that benefit not just themselves, but everyone, because they have to be taught how to look at a holistic system rather than just looking at things as a collection of independent parts, although both to some degree are necessary. The idea also is to teach them that they are as powerful as they need to be to attract whatever they need in life synchronistically in perfect timing without having to hurt themselves or anyone else in order to do so. And notice that we said what they need, not necessarily what they want, which doesn't always align with what they truly need. But if they are taught that if they get exactly what they need, they will have a life fulfilled and a joyful life, then they will begin to understand the principles upon which reality actually works in a way that benefits them. Also, anything that you deem is necessary for them to learn to thrive in physical reality, find a way, again, with your own creativity and imagination, to help them learn the lesson by adapting the lesson to their excitement rather than attempting to squeeze their excitement down into the lesson and limit it. If they are taught how to learn things based on what they are already excited about in their language, so to speak, then they will be eager to learn. And with these principles, along with teaching them the idea of the formula, then they will be able to grow as adults in a mature way, respecting all, respecting themselves, and what will come naturally in their behavior will be a way to experience any kind of relational encounter, be it sexual or friendly or otherwise, or business, in a manner that allows there to be a balance for all, a respect for all, an equality for all, and those factors will synchronistically guide them into the appropriate behaviors and actions that will allow all forms of relationships to be positive. Does this answer your question?
Yes, I think it does. Thank you.
Yes. Anything else?
I have one more question, if possible.
Yes.
I would like to, I have been recently discovering what my highest excitement is, kind of taking an inventory of my life and what I've been doing, and realizing that my most excitement is I really would like to be, or somehow be, an ambassador with non-humans and those star families that are helping humanity to raise their vibration. I would like to kind of work to help acclimate humanity to co-living together somehow.
All right. Well, again, your creativity and imagination come to the forefront in this by creating programs that anticipate when such things, such encounters will be possible for you during the idea of open contact. So you can prepare in a variety of ways if you are imaginative and creative. The idea, again, to remember when we talk about acting on your passion, and when you say my highest passion, for now, because your passion can change its expression many times. But the idea is to remember that when we say act on your passion to the best you are able. So if the idea right now is that there isn't a physical representation of those encounters that you could be interacting with, do what you can to create the template for it, to create a process for it. So use your imagination and creativity and take it as far as you can until you have taken it as far as possible within your physical reality for right now in terms of what is allowed, what is happening, what is not happening, and then look around for the next most exciting thing. Even if it doesn't seem connected, the excitement tells you that it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can't quite really make a mistake somewhere if you are choosing from moment to moment, so to speak, your highest excitement. If something is not your most highest excitement, but you choose it, your synchronicities will guide you back.
If you are willing to learn the lessons from why it was chosen and explore the belief systems that would have caused the choice to be made, then yes, it's not a mistake. You are giving yourself an opportunity to clear yourself out of any misaligned belief systems that don't belong within what you prefer to be.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
You are welcome.
One last question, if I may.
Yes, you may.
Thank you. This is a general question regarding the influence that the collective agreement has on an individual choice of something.
Yes.
How much does that have more weight than his individual choice on something?
It depends on the person. It depends on the theme you're exploring. It varies from person to person in terms of its percentage of influence, as you say. It depends. So there are some things that are clearly breaking away from the idea of the collective when you see things, for example, like a person such as Einstein, who comes up with a completely different paradigm for what the collective originally agreed to believe in. And thus, eventually, the collective adapts to that new paradigm expressed by very few people on the planet. So that's an opportunity for the collective to experience, shall we say, a loophole in the collective agreement that it is in certain timings, in certain ways, and with certain synchronicities, willing to have the entire paradigm agreement change. But the idea is that there are a few very general things that most people on your planet will not even care to change in order to accomplish what they need to accomplish, such as you are playing a game of physical reality, and there's such a thing as the planet Earth, and such a thing as gravity, and so on and so forth. But again, it really depends on the person. Now, the things that excite you the most, that are truly aligned with your passion and truly representative of who you are, can always be accomplished in some way, shape, or form within the collective agreement, because that's allowed. But the idea is you may still be willing to believe that you must go through a process in order to figure all that out and express yourself, because the process itself may be what is necessary for you to have a fuller appreciation of what it is you are ultimately able to accomplish in expressing your true passion in life. And that's part of the collective agreement too.
Okay.
Does that answer your question sufficiently?
Yes, I got that.
All right. So have fun.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Aveo.
Okay.